thank you very much for joining in. What we are getting to know that the Enforcement Directorate has now summoned Bollywood actor Jacqueline Fernandez in a money laundering case revolving around the alleged extortion racket run by Sukesh Chandrashekhar. So this is now, as far as the actor is concerned, she's been asked to present herself at the ED headquarters at 11 a.m. Now, when it comes to the questions that have been raised as far as the alleged involvement of the actor, ED sources saying that Jacqueline Fernandez apparently was aware of money being laundered. Bhavtosh, good morning. What more can you tell us?
18 months that Jacqueline Fernandez have again been called in by the Federal Probe Agency for questioning in the alleged extortion racket, which is worth at least 200 crore rupees. And sources have said that there is new fresh evidence that have been gathered by them, and that's the reason why she has been again called in. Now, there are several cases that have been registered by the Enforcement Directorate against Sukesh Chandrashekhar, and they have said that because of that, they have again summoned her. She has been summoned at 11 a.m. Remember, there is a prosecution complaint or charge sheet that has been filed against Jacqueline Fernandez, and she's the only Bollywood actor against whom such a prosecution complaint has been filed. ED has said that she was aware of the fact that he was extorting money, and more importantly, she accepted expensive gifts worth at least 35 crore rupees from Sukesh Chandrashekhar. Though she has denied these charges, she has even appealed in the Delhi High Court, asking that the ECI that has been filed against her and Sukesh should be quashed. And she has also appealed in the Educating Authority that assets which are in form of fixed deposit, those should also be in fact returned to her. That those proceedings are going on. One has to wait and see whether she joins the investigation. But important development, Jacqueline Fernandez has again been called in for questioning by the Enforcement Directorate.
Right. Please do stay on with us, because there are other angles that we are also getting to know as to why this Jacqueline Fernandez, the actor, that has now been summoned on part of the Enforcement Directorate. Because as Bhavtosh was pointing out, there has been new evidence that has been found. She's already been charge-sheeted in a money laundering case, movable assets in form of fixed deposits that have already been attached by the probe agency. And sources also suggesting that ED had earlier said that she was aware of money laundering and the extortion racket that was being run by Sukesh Chandrashekhar, and also willingly accepted expensive gifts worth over 35 crores, which accordingly, Bhavtosh, are being said to be proceeds of crime.
Yes, Amita, that's the charge against her. But remember, Jacqueline has always denied these charges. She has issued press statement. Her lawyers have even approached the High Court, though she has not got any relief. There is also, earlier there was a lookout circular against him. She was briefly detained at Mumbai's International Airport. The court later, in fact, lowered that lookout circular against her. She is now free to travel abroad. But ED still suspects that there is something that she is hiding, and that's the reason why ED has now again asked her to join the investigation. As far as Sukesh Chandrashekhar is concerned, there are multiple ECIRs or money laundering cases that have been filed against her, and that is the reason why Jacqueline Fernandez has again been called in for questioning by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, what ED is saying is that the fact that she had met Sukesh Chandrashekhar during the period 2021 and 2022 is something that they are probing very carefully. It's not that she only received expensive gifts from Sukesh Chandrashekhar, but the fact that she was aware of the extortion racket, the intricate extortion racket that was being operated from Tihar jail. That is one of the reasons why she has been called in for questioning. Briefly, I will add that she also had, according to ED, now this is what the ED has alleged, that she also used a private jet, which was in fact hired by Sukesh Chandrashekhar, though her lawyers and Jacqueline have always denied all these charges about the gifts that she had received, and also about these private jets that were apparently hired by Sukesh Chandrashekhar. One has to wait and see what her lawyers and PR team would be saying.
The Enforcement Directorate has, because the actor has on multiple occasions before has been questioned by the agency. She's appeared before the agency for questioning and claimed in a statement when it comes to receiving expensive gifts and luxury items from Sukesh Chandrashekhar, it remains to be seen as to how far when this investigation proceeds in the case. Bhavtosh, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in. You're watching Times Now. We will be back after a short break.